Okay.
This five-star hotel is conveniently located just steps from some.
Hi, big boy. Hi, beautiful. Such a strong man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. He's so handsome, boy. Is this what you're talking about that comes like? I need a little
The strap.
strap.
Literally, we met in China while studying abroad in 2012. And it only took us a 12-hour time change, a 20-plus hour flight, and a few other hurdles, but it's a friendship that I thank the universe for every day. Meeting them changed my life for the better in many ways, and I'm forever grateful. We randomly met, and ironically, they randomly met each other in a summer program before we started college at Rider. They were partnered together in the program, and from then on, all the stars aligned for them. While I wasn't around for the early days of their relationship, I've been around long enough to have heard some stories. See, when we met almost 10 years ago, they were already a solid couple. They had years in the game, they were definitely relationship goals. From their iconic Halloween costumes to classic Cafe 72 breakfasts, Nicole and Joyce have been a staple in all of our lives for the last 12 years.
All right. Awesome. So first off, good evening, everyone. I'd like to first congratulate Joyce and Nicole on their long-awaited marriage. It's been a long time. Got my schedule announced, but we're here now. Thank you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jeff Morales. I've had the pleasure of going to school with Joyce and Nicole. I realized the other day I've known them for about 12 years. It's a long ass time. You know? It feels like yesterday. Well, I'm here for Joyce. It's all right. We'll get Joyce and I met early on in college, and just like many other people in this room, didn't really like me when we first met. Quite frankly, it's understandable. If I met myself back in 2009, I wouldn't have liked me either. Eventually, over time, enough beers, and countless times catching him walk across campus in his Hulk and Spider-Man pajamas on whatever he was going from. He warmed up to me. We turned into best friends. Essentially the same person, actually. Except he's just good at science and I'm good at everything else. I always admired his insatiable desire to want to challenge himself, balancing work, fun, and his relationship. When I think back about it, I never knew a time without it being Joyce and Nicole. I don't really remember the first time seeing them together at a party at Willie's Trenton apartment. You had to be there. Everybody that was there, they know. Eventually, soon after, Joyce wooed Nicole with some chicken Alfredo and unlimited breadsticks at the Olive Garden. And since then, they've been a permanent fixture in our lives. This is the point in the speech where I'm supposed to have some heartfelt conversation with Joyce about how he knew Nicole was the one, but that conversation never happened. Instead, for months, I would get random texts at random times of the hour, night and day, with eye emojis and pictures of engagement rings. I would respond, and in just typical Joyce fashion, nothing. Sorry. Eventually, after enough texts, he finally tells me he's ready to get down on one knee and ask for Nicole to marry him. As most of you know, and like Pauline just mentioned, they got engaged at Rider in the room where they met. Super romantic. You know, I found it super romantic for a guy that's with an abrasive personality and talks trash 90% of the time. But there's that other 10%. That other 10% is super important.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ooh.